Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Win Makeovers, and in today's video I will be sharing something that is a bit personal to me, something that I have never shared with most of my friends, something that happened to me some few years ago, and it's something that I've healed from, so that is why I'm able to share it with you now. This is more like a story time, so get your juice, get your snacks, get some popcorns. I feel a bit nervous, but let me share it. I genuinely thought I was going to marry this man, and instead, he gave me the biggest character development of my life. You know what's funny? Up to today, I'm telling you, this thing happened like years ago. I still remember the first time that we met, where we met, what he was wearing. Remember the exact moment when our eyes locked. It's just one of those memories that it just can't leave your mind, your brain. If someone had told me at that time that this man was going to break my heart, I will never have believed them. I was in campus at that time. I was in my first year. We met the first time, and after the first encounter, we kept bumping into each other around campus. You know when you keep seeing the same person everywhere? Yes, that was me and him. Till one day, he finally gathered the courage to approach me, talk to me. He asked for my number. I still remember the exact place where he asked for my number. Of course, obviously, I had a crush on this man, and I gave it to him. I had no idea that specific moment was just going to change my life. I honestly don't remember whether he texted me that same day, but when you just like someone, you just can never stop talking. I don't know what it is, but we never stopped talking. We kept talking, and somewhere along the way, your girl fell in love. For the first time, I'm talking about my first time falling in love. I was just from high school. I was still, I don't want to say naive, but I really didn't know much about love at that time. So for me to experience that feeling for the first time, it was really amazing. I can't really lie. I was having butterflies. I was feeling, one of the things that made me fell for him was the fact that he was so thoughtful. He was so caring. See me after classes, we could go out for lunch, and he was really a good chef. I don't know if it was the food, you guys, or it was just the feeling of being cared for, but I really enjoyed. I was falling in love. I was like feeling. Fast forward after 2 years, we went home for long holiday. Everything was, we were talking. We used to communicate. Even when I went home, we used to communicate. We used to the communication was there. One thing about me, when I'm in a relationship with a person, my man or even like a friend, I love to communicate. Communication is literally like everything that holds the relationship. When there's no communication, I feel like there's no relationship. So for me, we used to communicate, and when we went home for the long holiday, that is when I noticed like a change when I texted this man. It was at night. We had not like talked the whole day, and then at night I was worried. I was not even worried because I thought he was cheating, because I was like, my man can never cheat. I'm like, this is my man. I love my man. My man loves me. Shock on me. I tried calling him. I tried texting him. You know when you feel a shift of energy, but you just can't prove it, or you just don't want to accept it. That was me. And I kept hoping. I kept still reaching out, because I was in denial. I could not accept it. I kept hoping that maybe when we go back to school, things will be, at least I thought maybe when we go back to school, maybe things will change, but it never really. I want to go into details because there are some parts that I want to keep private. Relationship, and unfortunately, our relationship ended. It was one of the most painful experiences of my life ever. I still remember that pain until today. it pierced through my heart. I don't know if you guys have been through a heartbreak, but that one, I could not sleep, you guys. I could not eat. Yes, I know this is so crazy because now I was not even eating properly. I lost weight, and it affected me emotionally as well, to the darkest point of my life. And I started questioning myself if life was really worth living again. Looking back now, I'm so grateful that I really say I healed overnight. I'm still even healing until today. And not to say I'm still attached to my ex. No, I don't even talk to him again. I don't even know where he is at, because things were just bad, you guys. I cannot go to the details, but things became so bad. And at least what really made me healed was the fact that I had friends around me, and I really leaned onto God at that time as well, because I was so desperate. I wanted him back, but then it was not possible, for me to have him. So I had to like replace him with, things like, praying to God, keeping myself busy with school, forgiving him, which was so hard. It really took me time before I forgave him, seeing him. And you know what made it worse was the fact that you were in the same university, and now I could see him again. So for me, seeing him was like, oh, I could not stand it, you guys. It was so painful. It was so hard for me. But I thank God because I made it through. One of the biggest lessons that I learned is that heartbreak doesn't last forever. That time, I genuinely thought I will never be happy again. Yes. And time I really found myself, and I'm so happy even now that the relationship ended, because I've met so many good people. I've met so many good friends. I have started my YouTube channel, and maybe if I ended up with him, I will not even be able to talk to you guys right now. I will not be able to even do my business, my makeup business. Me, I just feel like everything happens for a reason. And the breakup was really, even though I never wanted to like let go of the breakup, because I didn't know much at that time. I really could not see like any other person, because he gave me that experience for the first time. So I really didn't imagine like it was possible for me to ever find love again. Even though right now I'm not in a relationship, like I'm not dating, I really believe, like, for me, I believe in not just a relationship. I believe in getting married, having family, having kids, and all that. For me, that is like something that I really desire. If God really allows me to have it, I will really be so happy. And if it doesn't really happen, and even if it doesn't even happen, I will still be happy living my life, doing what makes me happy, enjoying my life. That is what really like keeps me grounded, and keeps me going. Looking back, I really don't regret loving him, because I felt something that I had never felt. And if I could really talk to my younger self, I would tell myself, like, no relationship is worth losing yourself. And whether people choose you or not, this is your life. You have to live life, whether people like you, whether people don't like you. This is your life. No one is in control of your life. You are in control of your life. And love is supposed to add. Love is not supposed to take it away from you, because at that point I felt like love was taking it away from me at that point of break. Don't ignore the red flags just because you love someone. To be honest, in this 2-year relationship, there when the relationship came to an end, I started, seeing the red flags that I could not see when I was in a relationship. Because really, when you are in love, it is so hard. It is so hard for you to see the red flags. Because I remember there was a time I wanted to leave, because they were just having issues, and every time that I wanted to leave, this man will not allow me to leave, or what. Imagine, there were so many times I felt like leaving the relationship, but because I love this man and he could not let me go, he would like hold me and tell me, babe, let's make this work together. And I was down, you guys. I was down for friend. Don't lose yourself in a relationship, because I remember at that time my man was my only friend. Even though, like, for me, um I don't really believe in like, now I don't really believe in like leaving my friends completely for a man. As much as I know, if I get to love someone, still I will still be able to spend time, because to be honest, at that time my man was my best friend. My friends were like the people that we used to go to school together, and we didn't really used to hang out that much. I was just with my man all the time, you know. And he had friends, but for me, he could not allow me to even have friends. And I was okay with that, but now I cannot be okay with that. If my man can allow me to have friends, if my man can't allow me to, to have a life outside the relationship, then I don't want it, for real. Communication really matters in a relationship really taught me that, because we were communicating and everything was fine, and the moment that the communication shifted, something changed. That is when the relationship came to an end. And for me, I really value communication in a relationship, any relationship, whether friends, I really value that, because that is what keeps the relationship. Takes time. I cannot tell you what how long it took me to heal. It took me like months, years. Even now I'm still healing, because every time that I think about that relationship, is like I never want to be in a relationship again. For real, as much as I still have hopes of being in a relationship, it has really taken me long. And now I'm very cautious now when I'm getting into a relationship with a man. you know my guard is up, as much as like, when a man comes into my life and show me that he really wants me. He's a man. My type of a man is a man who is a leader, a man who is a provider, a man who plans things, a man who is kind, a man who is supportive. Because I know, like me, I have so much love inside me. The fact that I guard it doesn't mean like I'm not gonna release it to the right man. So for me, I feel like there's so much love inside me, and I just can't wait for that moment when I just find my man, when my man will find me, and then I release that love. Because, oh baby, it's intense, the love that I have. Oh, the heartbreak is not the end of your story. I thought at that time the heartbreak was like the end of me. I will never find someone again. You guys, don't believe that. Don't believe that is the devil's work. Don't believe that that is the end of a relationship. Um there's so much life aside from relationship. There is, your hobbies, there's your career, there's your passion. There's so much, you guys. The relationship is not the end of it all. A heartbreak is not the end of it all. There's so much to life. And I've really learned a lot. I've met so many people, and I'm still meeting so many people, and that really taught my mic went up. That's Sam's that gave me the character development ever. If you are going through an heartbreak, please let me know in the comment section what really helps you to heal. If you have gone through it, please let me know what helped you to heal. Comment section below. Until the next video, thank you so much for watching. Until here, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Until the next video, stay safe.